Y'all still been getting dressed on purpose? Every day? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and flow. Welcome in, my loves. Welcome into our new lovelies. We have any first timers here with us? If so, let us know. But either way, we welcome you here to the Crystaline Mars family and to our OG baby boos. Welcome back. You know, I always appreciate you and your presence, like I just said. Meet us here every night, y'all, between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern time. Turn your notifications on, mark your calendar so you don't miss a beat, y'all. And head over to our YouTube channel. Lucy Farah, this is your first time. Welcome. I know it's a little party blower thing. But yes, y'all, turn your notifications on so you don't miss a beat. Head over to our YouTube for the daily energy that I post every night at 8 p.m. Eastern time so we can prime our body, our spirit, and our mind. Ashe, I shined. Oh! I could see where I once was blind. But no, seriously though, thank y'all. Head over to our website as well, crystalinemars.com, for any spiritual tools, gems, jewels, spiritual services, whatever you may need. You know, we got you. And so we're going to go ahead and flow with the show. Lexi Farah said, thanks for the warm welcome, everyone. For real, we're family here. Peace, Jessica. And this is a safe space for you to land, for real. This is a safe space for you to land, and we hold hand in hand, and we grow, and we actually do the work together. You already know. Here we don't gatekeep. Here we don't take our test and hide our papers. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all already know when you be like, when you was in school and the person who knew the answers, they trying to hide so you could struggle on your damn own, and you got to figure it out. Even though you should have been studying, even though, you should have been doing your work too, but it's okay. We share information here, right? It's an open book policy here, all right? So y'all meet us here. Welcome Goldilocks. Y'all welcome in Goldilocks. Should I do the clearing tonight or tomorrow? What you know, Graffiti? I'm gonna do like I do my daughter. My daughter be asking me questions that she know, and I don't even say, what you think? I say, what do you know? Mom, what she do this morning? She said she couldn't vacuum and sweep because I had to fix the broom and she couldn't get the vacuum out. So I pulled the vacuum out, I fixed the broom, and I left it there. And she was like, what am I supposed to do? Did you want me to sweep and vacuum? And I'm like, what do you know? What do you know? Why didn't you do it before? Because I couldn't pull it out? Because the broom was broken? Right. So do you have access to the vacuum now? Yes. Indio, she says, which means yes in Swahili. Indio. Did I fix the broom? Indio. So what do you know to do? Sweep and vacuum? Ashe. So Graffiti, don't ask me a question that you know. You do what you want. What you do. What you want to do. Blaze said, I love being in this space. Your energy is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. You said, I know, I got to get gas. Tomorrow it is. Ashe is my diss. All right, y'all. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and flow into the message of the day, though. And the message of the day is you are capable of becoming everything and anything that you want, but just give yourself grace here. Give yourself grace here, just like when it comes to the seasons that we experience in a year. First of all, I want you to reflect on where you were this time last year. And look at how much you've improved. Look at where you are. Look at how much you've grown. Look at how much you've healed. Look at how much you've matured. And so there may be seeds that you're planting in this season, and you want to see the fruits. You want to see your harvest in this season from the seeds that you just planted for the first time. I'm not talking about seeds that you've been planting. I'm talking about seeds because, we've been talking about this with timeline shifting and you graduating. You are on a new timeline. You are vibrating at a higher frequency now. And so now you're planting seeds, and some things you will harvest in the same season. It depends. It depends. Now, what that depends on, I'm not sure, but there are some things that you can reap in the same season, but there are some things that you have to grow into. There are some things that you have to water and give time. So whatever that is for you, if you feel like you keep taking 2 steps forward and getting back, you're being taking back 10 steps, you know, maybe it's because it's more for you to learn. Maybe it's because there's more of a perspective, another perspective that you need to adopt, or you just need to give it time. Like I said, you may be rushing yourself for something that you're really not ready for, and it's okay to not be ready. That does not mean you're not enough. That does not mean you're a failure. That does not mean you're weak. It does not mean those things. You may just be premature. It's okay. That's like a mother carrying a baby and she's damn 2 months pregnant and she's trying to pop the baby out. Baby, the baby didn't even fully develop yet. The baby ain't even got five damn fingers yet. Shit. Let's give it a season or 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Back and forth just play is just cut on by Aaliyah. Like I said, that back and forth energy. And so accept where you are. Accept where you are. Like, you may be like, you know what? This is fucking hard for me. Like, I'm struggling right now, but I'm going to set the intention to, you know, one day defeat and conquer and overcome this challenge. But right now, this is where I am, and I'm going to still do my work. I'm going to still work at it. But hey, this is where the fuck I am. And I'm not going to push myself. Well, I take that back. I'm not going to push myself, but don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, because the more you continue to lie to yourself, now you're putting yourself on this false pedestal. And so the moment you slip, you feel like you took a step back, but in all reality, you was never a step ahead. You just got ahead of yourself. You got ahead of yourself, and then reality shows you where you really was. And that's all right. So accept you. That's a part of knowing thyself. Know the shadows. Know the things that you struggle with. Identify the enemies. Right? Like we had the spiritual lesson last night. The enemy is the people, the food, the habits, the emotions, the vibrations, science, history, metaphysics, attire, materials, environment, music. Let's identify what these things are. And then we'll give it time. We'll give ourselves time to cultivate that strength and things like I said, because I guarantee you, you are not where you were last year. And if you were, my dear, then it's all right, because you may be in the same spot that you were last year, but now you have community. Now you have people. Now you have resources. Now you have some wisdom. Now you have different perspectives. Now you have insight to help you now break this cycle. Now you have help. Right? And you always had help, but now you know you do. Now you know who you can go to. You know Duüblé Jones, Lady with the Stones, right? You know Brother Logas, you know our spirit guides that we talk about, the deities that we talk about and we walk with every day. You know now. So let's just honor where we are, accept where we are, and give our seeds time to fully blossom. We don't want to overwater it, and we don't want to underwater it. All right. Blaze said, I'm definitely not. I'm in a better space, mind, and energy. Right. So let's honor that. Let's honor that and know that as long as we continue to be intentional, this upcoming season, this upcoming 12 months, right? We're going to give it a year. And I know a lot of us like, a year, babe. Yes, it takes time. It takes time. And that doesn't mean you're going to reach it. You're going to get there literally at the 12th month. Hey, you might get there at the 9th. You may get there at the 4th. I don't know. Right? But we're going to give it a full term, though. And as we're consistent, know that just as you are not who you were last year, this time, it will be the same thing when it comes to the seeds that you planted for next year. All right? So that's the message of the day. And now we're going to go ahead and move into the daily energy. I do have one more slot open if anybody wanted a personal tarot, intuitive reading, birthday reading, past life regression reading, love, career, past, present, future, whatever. You can send your love offerings in. It is a $15 minimum. I have one more slot open, and I'll be diving into those as well as doing the free collective reading after the daily energy. All right. Ashe, Junk Jagger said, I'm definitely not 25 pounds lighter. Ashe, more accountable and disciplined. Off antidepressants and everything. I shade to that. I love that. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You seeing how far you've come. All right. So, I know I got to take my sip. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. So I'm going to be covering the daily energy. Mystique's birthday is tomorrow. Mystique didn't join us tonight, but 10/29/2024 is the daily energy that I'm going to be covering. All right. The moon is in Libra. The moon is going to be in Libra on this day. And so there's going to be a need to stay focused. All right. Minimize distractions here. Minimize distractions. This could be, not answering calls or just, limiting your conversations when it comes to how long you stay on the phone here. And I also channel pick a side and stay on it. I channel pick a side and stay on it. And with this pick a side and stay on it, it does feel like right is right, wrong is wrong here. Some of you may be trying to, it may be something that was downright like morally wrong. And yes, there is a duality. Yes, there is more, like if you dig deeper, you can see the other side of it, but it does feel like you need to pick a side and stay on it, whatever that means. Okay. I also channel let your heart lead you, for your eyes may misguide you. Let your heart lead you, for your eyes may misguide you. So there may be things that you may need to lean more into your feeling and let your intuition and let your heart guide you versus you trying to think things through or just take everything by face value here. I did channel some obstacles and resistance here as well. Just little nuances, right? Energy is definitely kicking up. Inner shadows are definitely kicking up. External shadows are definitely kicking up. And that's why it's important that you stay focused on your vision, stay focused on your purpose, and just continue to look ahead, because as long as you look ahead, you'll be able to foresee obstacles and challenges and things like that. But the moment you continue to just look at only what's in front of you, that's when you can get blindsided here. As channel, see beyond the present moment. What you see is what you get. So with this, what you see is what you get energy is definitely challenging you to expand your vision when it comes to what you see for yourself, when it comes to what you are capable of achieving, when it comes to what you're capable of experiencing here, what you're worthy of experiencing here. What you see is what you get. So what you see for yourself is exactly what you will get. So if you want more, see more for yourself. And I also channel this feminine energy at war, mother issues arising. So there may be some internal battles as well as external battles when it comes to feminine energy. This can show up through sisters, co-workers, neighbors, mother-daughter dynamics here that may arise on this day. And there's some healing that needs to be happened. And honestly, it does feel like, to those of you who are in that space where maybe you're like, you've distance yourself from a specific divine feminine energy because of whatever it is, because it's going to be different for all of us, right? I do feel like if you just see there is a middle ground that could be found here, you may just need to have some empathy and like put yourself in their shoes and vice versa here. And so I do see you being able to navigate this space successfully if you do adopt that perspective, because it does feel like if you open up your mind, that will change the way the conversation goes. But if you come in closed-minded, you're going to literally get mirrored. You're going to get that back. You're going to get a reflection of where you are. You're going to get a reflection of how you're showing up. If you're not listening and you just ready to cut people off and all these things, you're going to see that happen for you as well. And you may get frustrated, like, you're not even letting me talk, or you're not even listening to me, or you're not even thinking about me. You're just talking about yourself. And if you really listen to yourself and reflect on it, you may find like, oh, shoot, that was really me. And I was projecting that. And so therefore I was reflecting that as well. So definitely take accountability and be intentional when it comes to that of which pick your battles. And I don't feel like tomorrow is a day to battle. It's more like, how can we meet in the middle here? And this doesn't even have to just be with feminine. This could be in relationships as well, because the moon is in Libra. and the daily energy adds up to 20, which adds up to 2, and that's that Cancer energy. So we have Cancer and Libra here, and Cancers are all about relationships, and Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, which governs our relationships as well. So there may be some relationship things that come to surface. And also on the other side, I'm just channeling this right now. There also may be some talks about, you know, visions in regards to like your partnership or your relationship, and you may just want to have a conversation with your partner, or your husband or wife, like, okay, like, you know, what are your personal goals, to see where you can step in, to see if you are aligned with each other and if y'all are, you know, focused on the same thing, so y'all can ultimately grow together. This will be a beautiful day to talk about personal goals here in your relationship and for yourself as well. So the crystals for the day are moonstone, carnelian, red jasper, citrine, tiger's eye, smoky quartz, lava stone, and onyx. Those were a lot. And the colors for the day are red, orange, and brown, y'all. So that concludes the daily energy, and I'm now going to go ahead and move into our tarot tea time. I did get another love offering from our lovely, I believe her name was Amber. So y'all stay with us. Amber, what kind of reading would you like? Let's see. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead. Where you at, baby? Amber, where you at? So I'm going to go ahead and start with the love for Blaze. Blaze, I'm immediately channeling Good Days by SZA here. Peace, relentless, and positive energy. Sipping sugar water. Maurice. Nova World, thank you for the likes, y'all. And Kelsey and all of you who are with us. It's me. What kind of reading would you like? All right. What we got for Blaze Love? Blaze Love. We do have Sitting Up in My Room playing by Brandy right now. So I do feel like this crush energy. I'm not sure if you're crushing on somebody or somebody is crushing on you, but I do feel this crush energy here. Goldie said card reading. Yes. Would you like a general? Would you like a love, a career, a birthday reading? I would need your birthday for that. What kind of reading would you like? Do you have a specific question? All right, what we got for Blaze? Ashe. So we have Root of Air. We have Explorer. This does feel like a next level love. This is card number 33 here. This is card number 33 here, which is, it feels like this higher vibrational frequency here. Let's see more. Let's explore more. I do see a crown chakra connection. I do see, what's the word called? What's the word? I can't remember the word, but I'm seeing like making love to my mind here. What's the word? I wanted to say sociopath, but that is not even it. I forgot what the word is. Peace, relentless. Tell me more about this love for Blaze. Ooh, so we have Page of Wands. Okay, so this relationship that's coming in for you, this love energy that's here for you, it's like you're literally going to have the freedom to explore and express yourself authentically. I do feel like in the past you walked on eggshells, or like they were just certain things that you didn't embrace about yourself in your past relationships, and you may have tried to show up like one way just to make other people happy here. Or make your partner happy, rather, because it doesn't feel like people, it's like your partner. You try to show up, you know, in a way that your partner needed you to or wanted you to, but it wasn't true and authentic to yourself, or when you did do that, you got like you got criticized or whatever. Yeah. But with this Page of Wands here, we have the Seven of Wands as well. We have the Seven of Wands. I do see somebody coming in that is going to cover you and protect you as well here. It does feel like you are typically the one who's always covering. You're the one who always trying to show up for somebody and protect somebody and stand up for somebody and fight on somebody else's behalf. And when it comes to you, you don't really have that energy. And I do see energy coming through that wants to show up for you, like show you, like mirror you and how you show up. It does feel safe here. Yes, we have the Empress here. We have the Empress here. So this is something that you have been cooking up for a while. This is something that you've been waiting for a while. We were talking about this premature energy. And so this may be something that is new. This may be a new baby. This may be a new relationship. You may already be in this and it may be fresh. It may be in its beginning stages here. Or even if you're not in it yet, like this energy is like freshly brewing. Like this is something that's birthing here. We have the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords here. Oh, the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So, okay, it does feel like you had to break some contracts, though. You had to release yourself from some things that was keeping you in a lower vibration, that was keeping you on a certain timeline here. I do feel like you felt stuck for sure, and it could have been in your head. Yeah, we have the Magician here. Like I said, this is something that you've manifested. And we have the Three of Cups. This is friendship coming through as well. This feels like soul family here. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom. This is soul family. This is your community coming together now. It does feel like for a while it's just been you here. Because with the Seven of Wands, it just feels like you've been protecting your peace. And you've just been like, just trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing with your life. Where in the hell are you going? Right? But I do see your soul family coming here. At least 2 to 3 people. 2 to 3 people. It feels like one of these people, one of these soulmates, one of these tribe members is showing up in like a romantic relationship. And then the other may be like a friend as well. So that's what I got for you. And I just feel like, honestly, this is going to be, it's going to be, yeah, Calibra's playing. It's like the celebration energy. This does feel like foreign, where you're not used to people just showing up without expecting anything from you. You're not used to this genuine kind of authentic love here, but it's here for you. So open your heart and continue to work on yourself. But you do have people who want to do the work with you and do life with you as well. Ashe. So that's what I got for you, Blaze. And we're now going to go ahead on to Amber. And then after I close up Amber's reading, we're going to move into our collective reading. So y'all stay with us. And remember, if you ever want a personal reading, you can book on CrystalineMars.com. I offer 30-minute as well as 1-hour sessions here. So Amber. Blaze said, you're hitting it. I am. I'm left to fend for myself. Ashe. Amber did say general, right? Yeah, you said general. Okay. God Tender Loving said, hope you are well. Shouting you out to our podcast. Shouting you out on our podcast and sharing your stream. Thank you, my love. Thank you. And all is well. I pray that you are well. And I speak prosperity and success over your podcast and everything that you do here. So, Amber. Amber, I am feeling like some imposter energy. I'm not sure if you know who this is or not, but it does feel like somebody really wants to be like you here. But it does feel like they're not giving you flowers. It doesn't feel, because there's nothing wrong with being an inspiration, but it feels like this person is like, it's giving low-key hater, honestly. It's giving low-key hater. Thank you, Jaime. Blaze says she makes me soft. Laugh aloud. Thank you. She's a Capricorn. Ashe. Ashe. What we got here for Amber? Think before making a final decision here. Zoom out and considers others' perspective. Solar plex chakra in reverse. So, Amber, I'm not sure if you're thinking about doing something, but it does feel, I feel like this pause energy here. I feel like this pause energy. This could be you doing business with somebody or sharing some information with somebody, but we have the solar plex chakra in reverse. And solar plex is our will. Solar plex is like, go forward, do it. But with it being in reverse, it's like the opposite. I'm picking up the opposite. Like, just pause. You do not need to make any sudden decisions right now. Do not make any, sudden decisions right now. We're going to see more. Give me more. birds of a feather flock together here. So it does feel like somebody needs to get cleaned on out. Some cord cutting needs to happen here. We have Oshun. Yeah, somebody's blocking your money here. Somebody's blocking your money and creativity here. This is so interesting. This is really giving me like fake friends, fake love. You said I've been at a pause. Okay, good. It feels like fake love here. So just tune in, okay? We're in Scorpio season, so it's going to be very easy for you to see people's intentions, for you to hear their thoughts, for you to see and feel their heart as well. And so with this birds of feather Oshun, I do feel like there is something that it's like something that you want to create or do or bring. It feels like it's like a business. It feels like a business, a baby that you want to birth, but you definitely need to be mindful of who you have the baby with. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Toxic, but the sex is good. Speaking of the baby, so like I said, this could be some masculine energy, because when I said the baby, I just thought about the rapper The Baby. And so this could be like some cord cutting, some sexual cleansing and clearing that needs to happen here as well from past partners. It does. You do have like this very beautiful energy. You are very beautiful. And you may like people may just be jealous of you because of your beauty here. You have this Oshun energy. Like you just want to be free. You love to travel. You're like the life of the party. You have a very light, loving spirit. Like when you come around, you make people feel better. Like you are like the sunshine. When is your birthday? You're like the sunshine. Because it feels like Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini kind of energy. Like that's what I'm picking up. But you got to be careful with your energy as well, with that being said, because you attract a lot of stuff here. Okay, so February 16th, so that's Pisces. Okay, we have unplanned pregnancy in reverse. We have unplanned pregnancy in reverse. So like I said, it's time to abort. Some got to abort. We got bully. They're really insecure here. Let It Burn, just played by Jasmine Sullivan. But yeah, with that, okay. With that February 16th, that Pisces energy, that is Pisces. No, that is not Pisces. That's Aquarius. That's Aquarius. Right? Yeah, that's Aquarius. And so with that, okay. 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 So you just need to trust your you need to trust your discernment here, because it's like you see, but then you try to like see that you look for the good in people and you overlook the toxicity, you overlook the unhealthy, you overlook the bad, right? But we have promotion here. So when you clear this out, you're going to be able to level up, but it does feel like you need to you definitely need to take care of yourself and cleanse your aura to create space for you to create. Because with that Aquarius energy, Aquariuses are like humanitarians. They always think about the people. They love doing things for the highest and greatest good of all here. And so I do see that you're going to bring something impactful here, but you definitely have to clear out the monsters out of the closet here. All right, we have positive vibes. Now they want to talk. Hear them out and release. Like I said, that releasing energy, you need to do some cord cutting. All right, so that's what I got for you. And so now we're going to move into the collective reading, y'all. I know it's scary, because someone always get hurt when you care. And I felt that with you, you're ready or not. You feel that vibe. All right, y'all. So we're about to move into the collective. So this is going to be a general. I want you to take what resonates and leave what does not. Twanique said, don't forget to like the show, family, please. And thank you. Peace, Kyla. All right. Goldie said 1,000% on point. Ashe. so we pulling from the OG deck. What we got here? Hold on, I need to pull some more cards. Add these. September 29th, August 14th, maybe significant. January 2nd, March 17th. Somebody may have been seeing 666. All right, let's see what we got. Interesting. Okay, so what came out is exercise more. Aries in reverse came out. Plan ahead in reverse came out. Aries is like, I'm gonna go fucking get it. Aries is like, I'm not waiting on nobody. Aries is like, I got it. I'm about to come in. I'm about to dominate. I'm about to take care of it. And it's in reverse. And then we have plan ahead in reverse. All right. And with this exercise more, it does feel like you need to, we're being called to exercise that feminine energy. All right, where you need to do more spiritual work, right? More spiritual meditations, visualizations, and create in the spirit realm here. Some of you may be trying to do a lot of physical labor or do like a lot of physical work to get money or get ahead in some way, shape, or form. And I do feel like you're being called to take a different approach here with this Aries being in reverse. It's like, it's coming from a different angle. It's coming from a different angle here. But we have to exercise more. And so that's why I feel like it's calling for you to move more into that feminine. So just taking a different route. Taking a different route where it can come more easily. Right? Where you still may have to create. You're still going to have to put work in. But it's just going to look different. We have no exclamation point here. So some of you may have been getting some resistance. You will get resistance when it comes to you trying to force your way. You may be trying to force something and it's like the universe may be blocking you off. Like, no, I'm not opening this door. I am not opening this door here. But exercise more and saying no. Some of y'all may need to exercise no more. Saying no to yourself, saying no to certain things, you know, that you will not tolerate here. And be okay with saying no without explaining yourself. Like I shared before when I went to go get my feet done, and the lovely asked if I wanted some Jello, and I said no. And she literally was appalled. She was like, huh? You don't want none? And I was like, no. And she was like, you sure you don't want none? And I was like, no. And she's like, why don't you want any? You know, like, so there may be some people who are not used to you saying no. You may not be used to saying no, right? We have important message via telephone. Exercise more, no. Important message via telephone, no. So some of y'all need to do a little better when it comes to your boundaries with certain people too. You may say yes. You may give people the benefit of the doubt when they show you who they are, you know, when they show you their intentions here, and you just still like keep saying yes, and Spirit's like, tell they ass no. Important message via telephone. So somebody may be trying to make something seem like an emergency, like, oh, they need you. It's a dire need kind of situation. And don't fall. Don't be green. Don't be naive and fall for the trap here. And with this no, important message via telephone as well, this may be like somebody going through something and you may be called to show up for them differently. Like let's say they may quote unquote need you to give them money, right? And you may always give them money. You may always give them money. But they keep literally making the same decisions, putting themselves back in the same situations, and it's just been a cycle. Like they always lean on you again, and you always dig them out. You always dig them out. You always dig them out, just for them to fall back in a hole on purpose, right? And so you may just need to say no to that and show up in a different way, or don't give as much money, or like lead them to another resource, or whatever it is. You might just need to switch that up here. Because like some of you may be enabling this person here. And by you saying no, you allow for whoever is supposed to, whoever has the capacity or whoever is supposed to show up to say yes. But if you're saying yes to everything, you're literally robbing other people, the other beings who are aligned, who are here to show up. You're robbing them from that opportunity because you're saying yes to every damn thing when you don't even have the capacity to take it on. And that's what I got as well earlier. It is okay to not show up for others the way they quote unquote need you to if you don't have the capacity to do so. If your gas tank is on E and you can't do it, you just can't do it. And don't feel bad for that either. Okay? We have car trouble. Speaking of gas on E. Right? So, no. You got to find somebody else to do it. You are okay. You got to learn the hard way. Somebody got to learn the hard way here. Shit. They may need, they may have car troubles or something like that, and you always to the rescue, to infinity and beyond, head ass. But sit the fuck down. We have Sagittarius energy here. So Sagittarius, that's you trying to be optimistic. You trying to see, and this, this may be a hard pill for you to swallow, that the fact that you may see potential in some people, you may see potential in some things, but they got to see that for themselves. They got to want that for themselves here. Peer pressure. Don't let them change your mind here. All right. So with that no, that's right beside the no card. Peer pressure. Don't let them change your mind. So stand in your no's and stand in your yeses. Stand in your no's and yeses here. We have Obatala. So definitely use your discernment, and if it don't make sense, don't jump the fence. Like, there may be a story that they're telling you and something just not adding up, and they may be just trying to make it seem like it's one thing and it's really another. And with this Obatala's like, I'm going to show you, I'm going to enlighten you. I'm going to show you what's really good here so you can make a wise decision for yourself and you not be freaking sucked dry. Somebody be sucking you dry, and they may come through only when they need you to. We have third party. No thanks. No thank you. No thanks. I am good, love. Enjoy. I am good, love. Enjoy. We have divine intervention. So this divine intervention, spirit's coming through like either you could do it or they gonna do it. And you don't want them to do it. Either you can sit down or you can remove yourself, or you can let spirit remove you. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. With this divine intervention, third party, no thanks here. Here you go, trying to intervene what the divine has already planned. Like I said, say the fuck no. Damn, we got solar plex chakra. Say it with your soul. Say it from your chest. Say it with your heart. We done. I ain't got it. No, I ain't got it. No. And even if you do got it, it's because some of y'all may have it. Some of y'all may have a full tank of gas, bitch. And spirit's like, no, I don't have it. Let them find somebody else to do it here. Think before making the final decision. So just think about how many times you've been here. Let them figure it out. Let them figure it out. Somebody has to figure it out. Because somebody is not getting a lesson because they keep being enabled here. We have now they want to talk, hear them out, and release. So somebody may be coming around now because they need you. You got to find somebody else to do it. Funeral ending. We're done here. Boom. That's crazy because I literally felt this song in my spirit before I heard the words, and the song is on. Crossroads. So you may be at a crossroads where you got to make a decision. And hey, what you going to do? So we're going to go ahead and turn over to the spiritual lesson. That just kind of made my heart drop because I literally was about to say boom, 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 and then I heard it playing in the background. Like that was kind of wild. But yes, y'all, so that concludes our tarot tea time of the night. If you want to delve deeper, you can always book on crystalinemars.com. And I'm now going to turn the cameras over for our spiritual lesson. Ashe. All right. Ooh, what can I do? Mello said, can I have a reading? You missed the readings already, babe. You can meet us here tomorrow night between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be going live. Or you can book on crystalinemars.com, Mello. But we done for the night. All right. All right.
Peace, family. Today's spiritual lesson is on thoughts. Thoughts create and receive things, right? It is not that they only do. It's not that they only do one or the other. So some thoughts can come to you about a thing that's going to happen, right? That has happened, but we'll talk about more like future type things. Right, so you have some thoughts that'll just come to you that may happen in the future, or might be just a thought that's for you to kind of push you in a certain direction, right? And then there's some things, thoughts that are given to you or that you focus on that actually create certain outcomes, right? So when you look at, sometimes, somebody might put out, a psychic, reading, a premonition. They might have a dream or something about something that's going to happen, in the future, right? That does happen at times. And then sometimes, the media is known for doing this, where they put images out, or even books can be created to then have to get enough people's minds to focus on a particular outcome for it to happen, right? So when you see things that are, it's like I've said before, where all the deities and entities that we know of, whether it be the Orishas or different Hindu gods and goddesses or Egyptians or what have you, and even the biblical entities, these entities did not exist first and then humans came. No, these entities exist because of humans, because our thoughts manifested them. At the same time, you can say that those maybe who came with the thoughts first might have had premonitions of what was to happen and what was to be created at the same time. So those things do happen, where some get the premonition of things to happen or things to be created, and that premonition then being shared or then being disseminated amongst the public, then creates the very thing that was seen in the future, right? So that happens as well. When you look at like The Simpsons, there's those who say, like, hey, they're seeing the future, and they very well may be seeing the future. At the same time, it's also possible that those certain images from The Simpsons are being put out there so that the people can then create that outcome, can create that reality, right? And it might not even be on purpose. It could be on accident, where just because it exists in a certain form, enough people have seen it, and it has resonated with enough people that it then, certain things end up manifesting, certain things end up just showing, being created subconsciously by individuals, right? This is the power of the mind. This is why it is very powerful to, like, when you're doing like any of your manifestation, rituals, understand that you're not the only one, you're not the only mind that exists, right? You're not the only force that is vibrating out there. Just like the earth has its gravitational field that's creating an effect on space and time, so does the sun, so does Jupiter, so does the moon. All have this pull, this warping of space and time, which is affecting everyone else as well. So you're not just by yourself. You are being affected by other people's thoughts, even if you never talk to them, right? Even if you never meet them. It could just be someone that lives, nearby you, or someone across the planet, but that's thinking on the same frequency as you. The thoughts they interact, they clash, and things like that, right? So, but understand that to make it more, the longer you can focus on a thought, the more likely it is that you can bring it in. So when you do things like um, create a manifestation ritual and you write it down and you put down what you've written and you fold it up and you put it into your pillowcase, that allows that it's a vibration. When you write, you're creating a vibration that lasts as long as it exists, right? And when you are sleeping on it on your head, it is vibrating off of your mind. Your mind is literally absorbing that vibration, and it's creating that specific vibration, that specific direction to continuously be pulled or pushed or what have you, whatever is necessary, or swirled, or whatever it takes to create that, right? Same thing if you can keep listening to certain things, keep watching certain things, etc., right? So there's other things that are also affecting your thoughts and their manifestation abilities, as well as your premonition abilities, which is the already created ancestors or entities or gods and goddesses and things like that. They also will affect you as well, or deter your energy into a maybe opposite direction than what you wanted or intended, right? But understand that you can actually even overturn the universe. I know there's the concept that the universe wants me to go this way or that way, right? And a lot of times the universe is going to force you to go this way or that way. But you are capable. You are capable of going against the universe to a certain extent. You are capable of pushing past that. One way you can do that is through ritual. That's what they do in Hollywood, right? Do certain sacrifices. Another way is through enough intense thought. It is possible. It's not going to always happen, but it is definitely possible. So that's today's spiritual lesson. Now we'll go to the Q&A and any spiritual clearings. Ashe.
Ashe. And then I did my Uncle Charge y'all. Oh, that was so wrong. See you at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Y'all know Legbo was in that video, like his spirit showed. Remember the Grim Reaper? Well, he wasn't the Grim Reaper, but on the Crossroads video when everybody was like vanishing. That was Papa Legba energy. That was more of like that barren, soundy shadow, but that was a deep video, deep message there. The Crossroads was a very spiritual song. All right. Y'all, I don't got my heated blanket today. All right. Peace, Guave. Hold on, y'all. We going on a roller coaster. We going on a trip. We're going. My bad, y'all. I was trying to fix it, but we're good as we're gonna be. Did anybody have any questions, comments, concerns around spirituality, relationships, whatever it may be, the spiritual lesson? This is your time. Seek and you shall find. Uh-oh. Okay, y'all was pretty quiet, I see. All right, y'all. So we about to be in and out. Let me go ahead and get the book ready. What are you guys doing? What chapter we on? Your ego, your failure? Yeah. Okay. Nice. That's a short one. You said, hold on now. We got questions, friend. What's the question? All right, I see. Okay. Oh, got it so wrong. I don't know. Okay, wait back.
Peace, family. Peace over TikTok. And all the people that are not in the building. Oh, we appreciate you anyway. Appreciate all of the super chats and the like, shares, subscribes over on YouTube land, and always the OGs over in IG. Appreciate y'all. Peace into Quave. Into up until now, I never made a connection between intent and intense. Let's see. Lashar, can you explain how writing is a vibration? How writing is a vibration? How do I explain that writing is a vibration? Everything is a vibration. So, a TV's a vibration, a bar of soap is a vibration, right? Anything that's in existence is a vibration. It's a vibration, right? So it's that's that. So anything that's even around you is always affecting you. Anything that's around you is affecting you, right? The house, the colors, like everything is a vibration, right? Now, writing is special because they're symbols that you're creating. When you're writing, you are creating symbols, and symbols have a stronger, or these symbols, I say, have they have a direction. They create it. Their vibrations create a direction when they stimulate, right? Versus like a trash can bin next to you doesn't necessarily have much of a direction, but words are symbols. All letters are symbols, and those symbols create a direction. They create a direction, and they have a very special, vibratorial characteristic to them, where it's like they're creating these portals. They're creating these portals throughout space in one way or another. Now, our minds respond and react to words and letters in a more specific way than as much as random pieces of material. Right? Even though the random pieces of material, our bodies and our subconscious does react to those things in a certain way as well, depending on the color, depending on the shape, depending on the size, depending on the material, depending on all of those things, depending on the symbols that are on them. So all those things are doing it too. So understand that it's not like everything is creating this effect, right? Words just have a special relationship with vibration. They create a direction, right? And then when you write the words, just like if you were to build a shelf, just like if you were to build a car, just like if you were to sculpt a statue, just like if you were to draw an art piece, right? Just like if you were to create jewelry, uh, like Duüblé with her copper jewelry, right? Um, just like if you were to create a song, write or not like sing a song or play the instruments to the song, your essence intertwines into it when you create something, when you physically create something. So when you physically write something, not only now do those are those words creating direction, creating these portals, these vibrational frequencies, but it's also your essence is tied to it. It's intertwined in it because you were thinking it and you were creating it. Your thoughts, you're thinking the thing and you're also thinking to put that thing onto that. So you are now tied to it directly. It's like a spiritual DNA coding. It's now connected to whatever you have written, which makes it even more in alignment with your being. So when you have it around you, when you put it down on your pillowcase or wherever you have it, it's even more stimulating to your subconscious because it recognizes its own signature. It's recognizing its own signature, right? So that DNA coding would be more like a spiritual signature, like a signature print that you put on whatever it is that you create, right? So that's how. That's the best way I can explain how writing is a vibration. Graffiti. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. To go a road. Do a road opener. You're supposed to want to say do. Do a road opener ritual. Any suggestions?
Be very clear. Be very clear on what road you want opened, and to also mentally prepare yourself for challenge to come as well as a result or as a prerequisite before those roads do open. Give your offerings. That's what I got.
Shay. Cowboy said they're gonna rewind to catch up. I show you that. Vincent Lopez, word soup, word salad. Yes, that is what you would word ratatouille. Right? Right, that's
I like that movie.
right, that's racism right there at its best. Right? Because Kamala, who is not black but associates with blackness from recent times, because she's been called to be giving word salad
Oh.
in her speeches and stuff. That's been the topic of discussion in the politic world, right? And because I'm black, therefore automatically you have to attach, word salad. I'm word salad. That's me talking. Me comes word salad, right? Just like when Diddy was a topic, okay, I'm Diddy now, right? So these are just like, I just point these things out just so people can understand the different versions of, because racism doesn't necessarily mean hate. That's not necessarily what it is, but it is a system of what's it called, of separation. It is a system of oppression to a certain extent, depending, the different levels of oppression, depending on how a person is trying to use it. What do they call when what's the opposite of unity? Starts with a D, I believe. I can't think of what the word is that I like to use. Not divergence, but
Diversity?
not diversity. I cannot think of the word, but it'll probably come to me. right? Dang, I almost had it too, right? But this is something I like to just point out where people try to use, uh, just something to think about when people are talking to you out there, no matter who you are, people are talking to you. Pay attention, like certain terms that are used often by certain like people who are maybe different from you or think differently than you. When you hear certain words being used very often, there is an ideology behind that pattern. There's an ideology behind those habits. It makes it easier for you to navigate around those people. It makes it easier for you to avoid division. There you go.
Oh.
20. Right? It makes it easier for you to avoid those people. Right? As soon as I hear a certain word, certain terms, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to avoid that person, or I'm going to put that person in their place really quickly. It's like you got it. You just deal with things. Deal with things. As quickly as possible. Whether it's getting out the way or whether it's confronting it. Both methods are very useful. Both methods are very useful.
I have a question. What would you say as a collective is something that we should be mindful of as we are in this Scorpio season?
Scorpio season, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So I mean, what should you be mindful of in the Scorpio season? I mean, you should be mindful of,
or like how do we best navigate it as well?
best navigate it. I mean, you got to be just mindful of, there's a lot of secrets around this time. Scorpio energy is about secrets. A lot of things are hidden around this time. How this year is about the year, of truth. But might be the year of truth, but there's still times to hide things, right? Times to hide things, right? So it's like hidden times. Also, you got to be mindful of, spell work being done around this time. Um, you Brainwashing, or it's like mental and visual manipulation, things like that. So it's just also just people like having just like jealousy. You gotta be mindful of jealousy. You gotta be mindful of just like random, just this hate just kind of coming towards your way. You also gotta be mindful of you doing the same thing though towards other people. So you have to check yourself as well. It's important to check yourself first, but also understand that like you know this is the energy. This the dark energy is out, right? So Lilith is very strong in this time. Lilith is very strong in this time. So, when you see that Lilith energy, you feel it, it's important to either move out the way or you check it, right? I've been doing both of it, or recently, lately. Didn't really associate it with the Scorpio because I just pay attention to what's the energy directly in front of me. Nowadays, I don't necessarily have to look at where the planets are. I can see the energy itself, right in front of me. Um, but there's been some situations where as soon as depending on who the person was, right, as soon as I saw it or heard it or felt it, I would just leave, right? But then there's other situations where I couldn't necessarily just leave, and I might just kind of confuse it as I talk to them. When I feel the energy, I might just confuse it a little bit, right? And until it kind of like goes into a circle, then it just dips and allows me to deal with that person now. Or there's been a situation where I just check it. I'll just check it right off the rip, right? That happened to me coaching a flag football game the other day, right? Where the energy was in the ref, and then I had to check that ref, and that ref tried to spread it amongst the other onlookers, the audience, and I went and got right next to him to check that energy. Like, it's not how it's gonna roll. It's not gonna be like that. And that energy, it disappeared, and I did not have to deal with it the rest of the game, right? So there's different ways to handle it and deal with it. Sure. See, Bobby said, hold on, we got a question. Shay Green Queen, I'm an empath and getting tired of the energy vampires. Try and see good in people and end up hurt too much. Share Green Queen, don't worry. Everyone's an empath. Everyone's an empath. I know. We think it's like a special gift thing. No, we're all empaths. Some it's just about how, see, especially women. Women are more empathic than men when it comes to feeling energy. Well, let's say if a woman's deep into her Jezebel spirit or deep into her Lilith spirit, right? She won't notice it. She becomes unempathic. She don't feel anything, right? Or, like you're on your hot girl summer type thing, you don't feel anything. Might be sleeping with all kind of dudes, all kind of women or whatever, like you don't feel anything. But then once you come back down to earth and you let go of that energy, all of a sudden you feel everything, right? So everyone's empathic. It's just about how aware are you of what's coming through you, what's phasing in and out of you, right? So the reason why you're feeling that is because you are aware of it. You are aware of it, right? And so where we have an imbalance when it comes to, there's many reasons why there's an imbalance to that, but I'll just say as far as on a mental level, where the imbalance is, you have to try to focus your mental fortitude to the more that you are inside of your own mind and not letting some other being inside of it, the more aware you are of other vibrations around you. And then so if it's really draining of you, then you have to focus that much harder to not let it drain you, meaning not let it inside of you like that, right? You feel it, but you don't let it, try not to let it come in. You try not to let it come in. So it's like you have to put up a barrier, a wall, but that barrier or wall also has to be able to read the energy that touches that wall, right? That's how cells work. All of our cells have a membrane, a cell wall membrane, and it protects that cell. But also at the same time, whatever touches that cell, it's able to read the information from whatever it's touching to say, okay, I need to open up to let something in or let something out, or things like that, right? So just like the cells work that way, our auras work that way, our minds work that way. So we have to practicing doing meditation and chakra rotations, and wearing certain types of clothing, getting in touch with your soul to help remove energy on a mental level, right? As soon as you start feeling something's off, you start feeling tired, whatever, you try to see it with your mind's eye and with your soul, help move it, and then sometimes you just gotta just muscle through that thing and said, I will not allow whatever this is to drain me. And then there's also the idea of your diet too, because a strong diet helps you to not be so affected by all of those energies, as well as metals that you wear, or crystals and things like that. Shay, I was catching up on what I had missed. Shay Honey Ivy. Yes, Lashar. Peace, Lashar. You're welcome, Lucy Feeney. Okay, Mrs. Duüblé. Green Queen, easily manipulated by narcissistic people, but becoming more aware as I grow more spiritually. Ashe. The fact that you're saying you're being manipulated by narcissistic people, which means like multiple people, already tells me how your mind is. You have an imbalanced perspective on the world, because narcissism is a or maybe this unbalanced understanding of narcissism, right? Everyone has a certain level of manipulation to them, right? But that's not narcissism. Narcissism is people who have zero empathy or conscious about how they affect other people, right? It's going to be very few people in this world that actually have zero conscious or zero concern about other people's, well-being, right? And understand there's a lot of people who even some people who may come off that way. A lot of times it's not that they don't care about other people. A lot of times it's just that they're so hurt themselves or so aware of themselves that they're just really trying to protect themselves, right? So it's very few people that are actually narcissistic, right? But what I will say though, that if you're easily manipulated, right, then you need to spend a lot of time studying human behavior. You need to spend a lot of time studying human behavior. Meaning you need to become. It means you're not judgmental, which is your problem. You need to become very judgmental, right? Um, the reason why people say don't be judgmental is because they don't want to be judged for the nonsense that they are, putting out there, or because so many people are bad at judging sometimes. So I suggest read books on human behavior or human psychology, or listen to podcasts, or try to like really pay attention to how people act, and how people think, how people talk, and how like get as much try to really pay attention to other people. That's what YouTube is for you pay attention to other people, and that way you build up a database. And then it makes it the bigger your database is built, the harder it is to be manipulated. Abraham, Abraham and Bevy, would you say there is an ultimate end to the soul journey of constantly learning, growing, and experiencing once all dimensions have transcended? In a sense, there probably is like an end. There probably is an end in a sense, and then after you reach the end, I'm assuming that you just either start over or you start a new cycle, or because, and I say that because if for something to exist, it can never not exist. For something to exist, it can never not exist. So, they say energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just, transforms. It just shifts, right? It just changes. So I would say, like, yeah, there's an end, but then that ending may just start a new beginning, right? I just don't think that's an important thing to be concerned about. It's an interesting idea, but I think it's one of those thoughts that can just stagnate you when you think about the end, because the end, that concept is so far away and so inconsequential that there's no real need to pay too much attention to it, right? So you should put like a category, a priority of what's important to think about and what's less important to think about, right? So I come across certain thoughts and ideas where I'd be like aliens, for instance, right? It's like, yeah, I have a certain, connection to the extraterrestrials and certain, experiences with them, but I don't make them, as much as I've experienced with them, I don't make it because I haven't had physical, or at least I can't remember any physical experience with them. I don't, only the spiritual experience with them. I don't make them a high priority of something to be concerned about. things to like, we got to talk about this. We got to, like, it's like a thing in the background. Well, I'll bring it up from time to time. I'll think about it from time to time. They'll come in my dreams from time to time or whatever, right? But at the end of the day, I'm like, they're so like far removed from my actual everyday reality that I don't put too much emphasis on them. Otherwise, it would leave me stagnant. It would leave me stagnant in my spiritual growth, right? Right, and that's what happens to a lot of people who go on this spiritual journey. They'll get so focused on, because the when you come into like epiphanies, you come into these spiritual epiphanies or these new pieces of knowledge and understandings that just expand your mind, right? You get a high from it, and then you want to stay in that high. It's like people who take the DMT trips and ayahuasca. It's like they want to stay in that forever. Like, oh my God, I saw this, and dragons and butterflies and fire and ghosts and whatever, and little gnome people and elves and whatever, right? It's like, it's great. It's fantastic, right? But it's so distant from your actual day-to-day in-person reality that it's like you gotta kind of like put it in the background and let it play its part when it plays its part, but you don't, put too much emphasis on it. You put more emphasis on mastering self and mastering your ideology, which is your most important thought to have. Your most important thoughts that you can never have are your ideologies. It's your ideologies, right? Which is basically your principles, your ethics, your morals, your understandings, your beliefs, yeah, I would say those things, right? Those are your ideologies, right? Those are the most important thoughts that you will ever have on this planet, at least on this planet. And then when you graduate from this planet, those ideologies, which will allow you to graduate in the first place, if you have the right ideologies, those will be the things that will allow you to graduate. Then once you graduate, the ideologies they'll no longer be a thing you gotta think about, because you will be them. You will be the ideology at that point, right? And therefore, then you just now you can just focus on continuing to expand, and maybe even continuing to expand your ideologies as well. That might be a thing too. I'm not 100% sure about that part though. Shay. So I don't see any more questions or comments or concerns. And peace over to Jazzy Wazzy, interesting, and Tiffany McGee and Chavez. We appreciate Chavez Gory. We appreciate the likes. All right, and like I said, please like, share, subscribe. Over there on YouTube, and we appreciate all the gifts and the likes and whatnot over there on TikTok, and the roses and the fluff balls and the cotton candies and things. And always, love to the IG OGs. And we will catch you. I'll catch you tomorrow as Miss Duüblé, read y'all on out.
We got 40 more chapters. That's it, y'all. So we're going to close out with our nightly read. We're reading chapter 60, and it's titled, Your Ego, Your Failure. And it reads, EGO, energy going out. What kind of ego are you emitting into the Earth's atmosphere? What kind of energy are you sharing with the world? Are you sharing any of it at all with the world? Maybe you're an introvert. I bet you think you're not putting out any energy towards the universe, let alone any specific individual. On the contrary, you are forever letting out vibes. You are a direct force on people's lives. To think not and belittle yourself is to let your ego get in the way of your success. Oh, I bet you didn't see that one coming. When you speak of ego, people usually think of someone that is cocky or full of themselves. Egotistical, they call it, unless you win. When you're a winner, you're just confident. That's just your swag. When you're a champion, it's considered a winner sedge. Having a winning mentality until you lose and then you fall back down from grace to once again be known as the egotistical bastard that got too cocky and lost it all just like we predicted. What a confusing world. To tell you the truth, I don't know what the ego really is. I'm not even sure if it's a real thing. But if I were to place it anatomically, I look weird. Anatomically on a person, I would say that the ego mind is the conscious mind. In turn, I will call all our subconscious minds our God mind. And then finally, our body is the instinctive primate mind. Are all necessary? Who knows? But they are all present and very real. That I assure you. It is also important to know that we only truly control one sector of this love triangle, the dreaded ego. Energy going out. Ego is thought, and thoughts are pure energy. This energy commands the body and directs the subconscious. At the same time, the primordial mind, which runs off of chemical reactions happening within the body, is constantly sending signals to the subconscious, creating certain thought patterns, which are then analyzed by the ego. And this is how the ego makes most of its decisions, based on the signal sent to the subconscious mind. So since we cannot control the animal mind, for it operates off of natural instinct, we can only hope to send another set of signals to our subconscious mind. This will be hopefully used to combat certain unwanted thoughts of immediate gratification and be replaced with thoughts of long-term achievement. To give into the subconscious is not to give into failure. To give into the instinctive, reactive, and primate mind without properly weighing out the options can result in failure. The smaller the decision window, the higher the pressure. The more significant and critical the choice is, the more critical it is for your ego mind to have the long-term beneficial signals being sent to it. If you think your current ego mind is capable of making all correct decisions without the help of mentorship, companionship, reading, research, experience, and experimentation, then your ego mind will surely fail you in the beginning. It will surely fail you, in the building of the ultimate empire. And if by some chance you get it, you understand the importance of lifelong learning and improvement, you will also learn that the same difficulty of self-ego awareness stretches far across the world, including your family, boyfriend, girlfriend, managers, students, teammates, babysitter, and clients. Their egos are influenced by yours, and if you want to be a successful leader, then make sure your conscious mind is emitting thoughts that coincide with the vibrations of your ultimate empire. Ashe. So that concludes tonight's read, y'all. And Graffiti said it's like Logas synchronizes the lesson with the chapter we're on. Divine, I call it. Literally, I was thinking about that. Ashe to y'all. So that concludes our nightly read. Thanks for vibing with us, and we'll see you here tomorrow for the next show. Enjoy the rest of your night, morning, evening, or whatever time it is around your way. Nakupenda. I love you. Ashe.